beautiful lady whose co-starring is Crystal, the wife of John Forsythe in Dynasty. And here she is. It proves that talent and beauty can go together. Linda Evans. Linda, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you on my show.
Well, you can try.
Say, beauty and talent and also a sense of humor.
You know, it's sort of a coincidence being on this kind of a show because I've been making a study of sex symbols and sex appeal.
Oh?
Just what it is that attracts a man to a woman and a woman to a man.
You mean you're making a study of sex?
Yes, and it's a tough subject. I've been doing a lot of homework.
With a subject like that, even if you flunk, it's not bad.
George, I'm serious.
How many times have you flunked?
Twice.
Twice?
Really, I am serious. I found out some very interesting things. For instance, did you know that there's a tribe in Africa where the woman with the longest neck is considered the sexiest?
That I didn't know.
Some of them have necks 2 feet long. And that's very exciting to their boyfriends.
Also to a giraffe. I hope it doesn't catch on here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be sitting behind one of them in
a
the
movie. So you flunked twice. What else did you find out?
Well, for centuries in China, the sexiest women were the ones with the smallest feet.
Small feet and long necks? I'm getting so excited I can hardly finish the show.
Now, in Japan, a woman's sex appeal depends on how she manipulates her fan. Want to fool around with that one, George?
Don't touch it.
And sex appeal keeps changing. What was sexy 50 or 60 years ago may not be sexy today. Nothing personal.
Kid, you're not my type. You got a short neck.
But I've got tiny feet.
Oh, well, good. But you're right. Things do change.
In the gay 90s, women wore bustles and hobble skirts down to their ankles.
Now it's different.
No, only the clothes. I don't think they've changed what's underneath.
I'm glad. Now that you've made a study of sex, who would you say is the sexiest woman in America?
Ooh, that's hard to say. The women who don't look sexy are sometimes the sexiest.
Now you're back to my sister Goldie.
Let me see. I'd have to say Martha Washington.
Martha Washington?
Well, she must have been doing something right. George was the father of our country.
Well, what about the sexiest man? And don't say me just because I'm here.
Well, you know, George, you may not be as handsome as John Forsythe or the millions of Blake Carrington, but you are an institution.
Oh?
And the way things are going, you're about the only American institution that's still working.
There you are. Beauty, talented, a sense of humor, and too tall.
George, let me tell you how I really feel about you.
All right, I'm listening.
Why this feeling? Why this glow? Why this thrill when you say hello?
Me?
It's a strange and tender magic you do. Mr. Wonderful. That's you.
It's me.
And why this longing?
Put your hand.
To know your charms.
Yes.
To spend forever here in your arms.
I'd settle for 2 weeks.
There's so much more I could say. But the words keep slipping away.
I'll pick them up for you.
And I'm left with only one point of view.
Tell me.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Mr. Marvel.
I'm listening.
Mr. Wonderful.
Me?
That's you.
Thank you, Linda, and I was really touched.
Yes, so am I. George Burns, enough is enough. Come on, Crystal, I'm taking you home.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. You are wonderful, but he's sensational.
Mr. Wonderful? She's a fine actress. She pretty near had me convinced.